Hello, Gemini. My name is Susan. I'm with EmeraldExpressions Tarot, and this is a weekly reading for you, Gemini, for the week of January 11th. And hope everyone is doing well. I'm just getting a little sage going. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to pull a couple cards from Wisdom of the Oracle. First, kind of get an overall energy for the reading, and then I'll pull some tarot. And, something is upside down in here. Gemini, if you are interested in a personal reading, I do have a couple spots available, and all the information is in the description box below. So feel free to check that out. I've posted some other readings recently. That one that you might want to go look at is for the new moon, which is in Capricorn, and it's on Wednesday. Depending on where you live, it might be Tuesday. So go check that out if you would like. And as always, if this reading resonates or you have a comment, please don't hesitate to leave one. So, universe, let's get a couple cards for Gemini. Overall energy for this week. What are the messages that they need to know and be aware of? Let's see what we have. So the first card is, never-ending story. So yeah, that card to me is kind of like maybe being stuck in a pattern where it's the same thing over and over again and you feel like you can't get out of it. The next card is to be fair. So immediately what I'm getting off these two cards is I feel like you might be trapped in a never-ending story, like a pattern. You know how when something keeps happening, you're going in a circle, you're not making progress. Then you have this to be fair card, which maybe I'm kind of getting the idea that it's trying to say, to be fair, maybe you need to look at something that you're doing. You know, the only thing that's going to get you out of a circle that never ends, or a story that just keeps repeating and going, never making any progress, the only way to change that is change. Even if it's just a really small step. And the thing about the universe is it gives you whispers all the time of little actions that you could make. The problem is most of us, either we don't hear it or our ego tells us, no, that's not a good idea. Let's don't do that, out of fear. And so what happens is if you pay attention to your intuition and you start making little small steps when the universe gives you the idea, the universe will step in and help you more than you could ever help yourself. So as soon as it sees you making one small step, it's going to step in and things are just going to be, it's like synchronicities will start happening and things will start falling into place and you'll start seeing some action, and that never-ending story will start to change into something that you like a little bit better. That's happened to me so many times. And the thing about it is, if you keep hearing whispers from the universe but you don't take action and you ignore them, that's what turns into a tower moment. And if you're familiar with the tarot, you know that the tower card is usually like, an abrupt change or something that you didn't have time to get ready for. You weren't able to do it on your own terms. For instance, just as an example, if you're getting whispers from the universe that the job that you're in is, maybe not quite the right fit for you, but you just keep ignoring it and you don't take any action to try to change that, the universe could step in with a tower moment and maybe, you get laid off or something drastically changes and now you really can't stay at that job. Something like that. So that's why it's important to try to listen to your intuition and try to take action. You don't have to do anything drastic. You can just make one little small movement in that direction And the universe will give you signs that you're on the right path and things will start to happen. And, you know, it'll work out for you. So anyway, I didn't mean to get off on that tangent. What have we got for Gemini universe? Let's see. This is the Gilded Tarot deck, which has become one of my favorites. And I don't know why, but if you're familiar with tarot, you know that when the cards are cooperating, you can just feel it. And these have been shuffling really well and flowing well, so I'm continuing to use that. So let me get your spread, and then I'll walk you through what I'm seeing. So in the card that represents your current situation, you have the Magician, so that's good. Your current challenge is the Hermit. That's the thing that will could possibly, you know, hinder you this week or help. The advice from Spirit is the Eight of Wands. That's about fast-moving communication. Wow, this is actually a great reading, Gemini. Because the outcome is the Wheel of Fortune. So just like what I was just saying about, you know, being stuck in a cycle or not seeing any progress in a certain situation, I think this spread is telling you that since the Magician represents you or your current situation, it's telling you that you have all the tools that you need. It also could be saying that whatever you've been working on manifesting, whether it's emotional, you know, whether it's money, finance, whether it's material goods, whether it's ideas, or whether it's just inspiration, you have all those tools, and whatever you've been working on manifesting is about to come into fruition for you. The Hermit, that is what's benefiting you this week or challenging you. In this case, I see it as a benefit because the Hermit is someone who has taken the time to work on themselves. Literally in the card, the guy's just finished climbing a huge mountain, and he's built up all this knowledge and self-knowledge, and he's shining his light out over the darkness to help other people awaken. So you're coming out of this hermit mode where you've been working on yourself and working on whatever it is that you've been manifesting. And then the advice from Spirit is the Eight of Wands, which is fast-moving communication, going both ways. It's a really good energy of quick movement. So all this is happening for you really fast this week. And then, of course, the outcome. You couldn't ask for a better card, the Wheel of Fortune. So whatever it is that you've been stuck in this never-ending story, you're going to be starting to realize this week that you have all the tools you need. Whatever it is you've been manifesting is starting to come into fruition. You've done a lot of work on yourself. You're shining that light, and you're going to have some fast movement. The Wheel of Fortune is about to turn in your favor, Gemini. I like to hear that. That sounds really good. Let's get a few cards. These really want to talk today. A few cards for clarification for Gemini this week, please, Spirit. And let these messages be for the highest good of Gemini and any cross watchers or anyone else around them. Let's see. Let's clarify that Magician. See if we can tell a little bit more about what that's about. King of Cups. Could be a relationship. You could be dealing with a water sign. It could just be saying that you're manifesting a better emotional state for yourself. Wow. Clarifying the Hermit is the Hermit. So I think that's saying that, the part of this never-ending story also is that once you start getting to know yourself better and awakening, it's a never-ending story. I mean, once you awaken, you're going to continue doing that for the rest of your life. That's the whole reason why you're here on this planet. I think that's just letting you know, like, yes, you made good strides in awakening and, you know, becoming aware of yourself and maybe doing shadow work or whatever you've been doing. But don't forget that that's a never-ending story. You're going to always be doing that. This Eight of Cups wants to jump out to clarify the Eight of Wands. So this is about walking away from what no longer serves you. And the cool thing about this card is there's several different ways to look at it, but the way that I'm seeing it for you right now, Gemini, is that you may be choosing to walk away from something. I don't know if it's a job, relationship, some kind of situation that no longer serves you. And the good thing about this is it didn't take a tower moment for you to make this change because you're choosing to do it. He decided to do it. He had 8 full cups, but he knew that that wasn't fulfilling him. So he decided to take a journey to look for the 9th and the 10th cup. He decided to do it at night. He's only got the moon lighting his way, and he doesn't know. He's taken one step before he can even see what his second step is going to be. So that's going to happen for you fast, and I think that's going to start happening this week because you have that 8. It's clarifying that 8 of Wands. It's also 2 8s. So if you're into angel numbers, you might want to Google 8s or 88 or even 888. There might be something there that you need, some message for you there. I don't know. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune, wow, Knight of Wands. This is another card of fast-moving energy. It's the fastest card, I mean, the fastest knight in the deck for sure. So, yes, whatever is happening for you this week is something that you've been manifesting. It's something that you chose to do. It's going to be very fast. There's a lot of fast-moving energy. You have the Wheel of Fortune, so it's all good. It's going to make you happy. There's really no negative cards here at all. This is all about coming into your own, stepping into your power. You could be, if it's something to do with the relationship, I see Virgo and maybe a water sign, possibly a fire sign you could be dealing with too. And I think that's about it. Let me get 3 cards from the universe just to top it off, see if there's any additional messages for you or advice going forward. This has really been a good reading, though, for you, Gemini. There's the Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so this is saying that your ship is about to come in. Whatever you've been manifesting, it's about to come in. You got the Knight of Cups, which is you've got the Page of Wands. That's new ideas, new inspirations. And you got that 2 of Wands, which is about being at a crossroads, on the brink of whatever idea you had, you started taking action on, or if it's a relationship, you started moving forward with it, and you're about to start seeing the manifestations that you've been working on with that Magician card. So Gemini, this is really a good reading. I hope it resonated with you. If it did, I would love it if you would let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out that new moon reading. I actually did 2 spreads with that, so it's kind of like 2 readings in one, and I'd love to know what you think of that also. Thank you for watching.